How's it going? We're now on week 3, episode 3 of Jerky Time. Tonight's episode, we have a really nice recipe called Good Old-Fashioned Jerky. And it's got a little bit of sweet to it and a little bit of garlic to it as well. So I'll have the recipe down below, but basically it's salt, black pepper, brown sugar, garlic, soy sauce, and Worcestershire sauce. And we're going to mix that up here. But first, of course, we need to cut our meat. Now, I am not going to cover the meat cutting process anymore. We discussed that in episode 2, and I will always refer back to episode 2 as we start this process. But let's just say that the meat cutting process was very much a hit. Got the perfect sliced, thin sliced pieces. Everybody loved it. And so we believe that the cutting process we have down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up the meat. We're going to freeze it and slice it. And we'll come back when it's time to make up the marinade. All right, we'll see you in a few. Alright, we've got our meat cut up. We're going to go ahead and make the marinade here, and then we'll get it in the bag and get it marinating. Should just take a second here. First ingredient is, of course, now we're doubling everything. It's 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, so that'll be 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, so that will be 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. This is the exciting part. I had a choice. The recipe just said brown sugar. So I had a choice of light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. So I got dark brown sugar. All right, so that is 1 tablespoon, so that'll be 2 tablespoons. It's thick and sticky. All right, there's 1. Just came out as a blob. And 2. All right, that's crazy. Okay, 1 garlic clove crushed. So that will be 2 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to put these in just yet. We'll do those. We'll crush those and we'll put those in the bag. All right, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. So that will be 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, so that will be 2 of those as well. All right. That is all of our ingredients minus the garlic. So, let's give this a stir. Ooh, wow. It's really thick, look at that. Whew. All right, give that all a good stir. Now I'm going to get this bag and we're going to put the meat in it. We're going to put the marinade and then I'll crush the garlic and put it in there and then we'll suck out all the air. Now if you remember from last time, we determined that these bags were not really good for recycling, so We're not going to be recycling them. Just not quite what these were meant for. So, also, if you looked at the instructions and it said for the recycling part that you should put it inside the Ziploc and then put it in the bag, which means basically you're not putting this directly into the bag. All right, meat in. Marinade in. Alright, and now for the garlic. Alright. Well, that's it. We should swish it around first. There we have it. Vacuum sealed. Marinating away. All right, we'll pick this back up tomorrow. We'll get it on the dehydrator and get it going here. But looks like it's going to be a good batch. It smells delicious. All right, it's the next day. You know the routine. Let's get that meat on the dehydrator. Hours. We're going to go ahead and rotate these trays and see what we get. Okay, so it looks like a lot of the most thinnest pieces are ready to pull out of here. It's only been about 3 hours, but I guess the way we're cutting this so thin now, it's making it very easy for it to get dried. So it looks like pretty much 2 hours, and then I rotate the trays, and then an hour, and a lot of it's done. So we're gonna pull what is done out and leave what is not in. All right, so really the very thinnest pieces in the top shelf were the ones that were mostly done. Still got 3 racks in, but I am going to be able to try some of this, so I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to see how this batch turned out. The flavor is pretty mild. You can taste the garlic a lot. That's good. I don't taste a lot of the sugar though. We'll have to try it a little bit more and see how that does. But it's okay. It's not as good as the last batch in my opinion, but it's good. I mean, the last batch was really good. This is good. Let me try one more. See, I did get the sugar in that bite. And the garlic. It's good. It's not great. Definitely edible. I'll certainly be snacking on it. And I'm sure the people at work will be snacking on it as well. But I would say of the 3 we've made so far, this is probably in 3rd place. Alright. Well, I'll be pulling the rest of this off on my own. You guys don't need to be here for that. In the meantime, I'll get this posted and share it with you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for episode 4. All right, see you later.